Ciao. Let's see. Once I know we're connected, because I see people talking. Where the comments are in the bottom?
Yes.
Left. Do I have to press?
No, they'll show up.
Okay. Well, aren't we having a ball today? All right. Hello. Hello. Hello, Amber. Ciao. Fabiola. Very cool. Very cool. Ciao, Sonia. Hey, Claire. I love you with my life, Marta. Are you real? I am. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, eventually I'll have to figure that out. Could be. Could be a ruse, a giant ruse. So today we're talking about plants. This is the plant chat. And we're going to be going into a lot of detail about what it is to live life as a plant. Alright, so everybody who's sitting in 6th grade biology, I need some information about plants. I need you to start giving plant information. And now everybody stop talking, because I'm talking about plants. Today is a plant-themed day. Why, you might ask? Why plants, Matt? Why are you talking about plants? The comments have stopped, Angelica. I don't know what's going on here. I think this was plant-oriented, plant-arranged. Maybe the plant lobby has gotten involved because they don't want me to reveal their secrets. Turns out that, well, I see the little likes, so that means people are liking talking about plants. Uh-oh, Vibs is texting. Already, she's on us. Vibs, if you're watching this, text me. So anyway, we're talking about plants. Now, what are you doing? No? Whoops. As you can see, I'm doing very well. Well, ask questions in case this thing's broken. If not, I'm just going to ramble on about plants, or I'm going to have to go back to Twitter. Facebook, this is the second time I've used your Facebook Live thing, and in the past week, and both times we had problems with these questions. I have very important things to talk about related to plants. Now, let's see these questions here. They're probably all plant related. I know you guys are obsessed with plants. Plants are green sometimes. That's some information about plants. Sometimes, which is really special, plants are not green. And we eat green plants, and sometimes we eat like purple plants, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Is an eggplant really a plant? Has it in the name, but it's not an egg. I'm sure many people have asked that question when they're about 12, and they thought, oh, what a great thought that was. And I just said it when I'm 29, and that tells you something about me. Alright, I don't know what to talk about since this isn't working. So, let's go to the questions online, on Twitter, who recently has become just a device for people to attack a certain airline. Which is it's been a little bit amusing, to be honest. Okay. I like your shirt today, even though it's not green. Oh, we're going to have this conversation again? We're going to have that chat? Alright, here's the deal. My shirt right now happens to be green. It just happens that light is reflecting on it in some way. Maybe you can't tell, but it is green, because I wouldn't do one of these if it wasn't green. It's just how it is. Also, I'm just dressed in green all the time now, because this is actually the shirt I'm wearing this episode. Where's your neck rune? I haven't gone through the second part of hair and makeup yet, because they are swamped on set. We are making product for you to watch. A lot of good product. And it takes time and effort and people. And thank God for this crew, because, man, they work. They work hard. Part of this business is that crew get overworked, but that's a good and a bad thing. People like to work, I think. People like to work. Okay? Have you tanned for this? Is this a reference to the previous Facebook Live that I did where I was very pale? Well, I happened to be in Los Angeles that time, and I did some landscaping work. And in the process of landscaping work, my shirt off, and all sweaty, and digging holes, and just like, man, like being a real guy out there. I got a little bit tan. A little bit. Like, not really. Like, not the tan that in 2 months tan, but, you know, tan. Man, that was a sweaty, shirtless day. Photosynthesis! You spelled it really wrong, my man. Tammy, come on, buddy. Oh, unless this is a different language. I don't know. But photosynthesis is not spelled like that, dear. Everyone Wikipedia photosynthesis. Even if you're 40, I bet you don't remember all the parts to it and what goes on. And you think you do, and you tell your kids, hey, photosynthesis, that's how plants make glucose from the sun and combining with something, carbon dioxide, is that right? I don't know. But I have to Wikipedia it, you see? Things we knew when we were 10. Now we don't know them. Tell us anything about Malik and 2B. Man, you're going to be upset. And then you're going to be happy. Then you're going to be like a little bit like, what's going on? And then you're going to be, well, then you're going to be, what else? You should visit the Netherlands. I was planning on it, although something may have been thrown into that one. Okay. Season 3, I don't know. We'll see. Do you like sloths? You are asking me important questions. Your name is Emmy. Yes, I do like sloths. I think they're a fascinating animal in terms of how they've evolved. It's very interesting. And there's also a thing called a giant sloth, which existed like sort of like a cave bear kind of creature. It was a cave sloth. They have it at the Natural History Museum on the 3rd floor, I believe, near the dinosaurs. It's a collection of animals that are now extinct but were very large and things like that. It's very cool. Go check that out. Natural History Museum in New York, where I possibly used to work. I'm an environmental engineer. Let's talk about plants. Oh, man. Hey, call me sometime. We can talk all we want about plants. Oh, look, this has got the Facebook working.
Maybe if you switched it back.
No, I got it here. This is perfect. Does it need to be plugged in?
No.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. You can't watch? Why can't you watch? Okay. I know you don't really have a favorite animal, but let's just imagine in some shadow worldy way that you polymorphed as an animal of your choosing. What animal would that be? Well, if I polymorphed as an animal, that's like a Dungeons and Dragons thing, polymorphing, is it not? Because that's not a real world thing, I don't think. I hope none of us are doing that, because I would feel very left out, because I can't do that. I'd turn into an elephant, or like a humpback whale. Yeah, for sure. Vibs, I'm not done yet. Stop messaging. Message me, Vibs. Alright, let's see. Thank you, Jade Alicia Todd. Alicia Todd? Thank you. Some people are getting in on the photosynthesis thing. And you're starting to really figure it out. And that's very impressive. I'm liking that. That's cool. We're going to all learn about plants. We're going to learn about plants today. Australia has all sentient animals. That's absolutely true. And I'm going to be making a trip down to, you're going to hate this, New Zealand and Australia at some point. Hopefully next year. Hopefully. I do know where Finland is. Okay, well, this is more difficult than I thought when I'm trying to read through these questions and make sense of which ones I should be answering. I don't really know. I'd prefer just to, talk about plants. Today I am, in order to better understand plants, I will be pretending to be a plant the entire day. Hence the wallpaper. So I'm more at one with the plants. And I will be making all the oxygen for all you guys to breathe, and you can thank me a little later. Oh, New Orleans. New Orleans, man, I love New Orleans. I was down there filming a movie, and I gotta say, it was awesome. I went to Jazz Fest. It was cool that year. It was really strange. It was cool for 2 days, and one of those days was Jazz Fest. And then we ate crawfish, and that was a real fun party. So let's talk about some other things. Let's speak about the show, maybe. Everybody want to talk about the show? There are no plants on the show, unfortunately. I gotta be honest. And as a result, they're background mostly, you know, part of the scenery, and I feel like there's something that's not right, to be honest. I feel like plants need more of a role on the show, or at least we should be talking about them, learning about them on the show. In 2B, you know, we get to see a lot more about some of the other characters we haven't really gotten to see a lot about. Like, we get to see more, oh man, we see some more Maya action. I'm curious how you guys are going to react to a lot of the story points, because a lot of conflict in new places. And I think you guys are going to like it. Yeah. You know, you find out really is that I think it's a universal truth that people don't like being lied to, right? And they don't like being sort of run around with kind of false information. Also, torture is bad, right? Torture is bad. Let's see. Has anything changed in your life because of Shadowhunters? Yeah, a lot of things. I get to play Alec Lightwood, and that's awesome. I didn't get to do that before. Also, now I get to come and I get to travel more, which is nice. Which is all I really want to do. Travel more and learn about plants. Just like all of you. Now I feel like I'm being boring. Okay, this is a great question. Nikita Preston from, I'm going to say you're from Georgia. Just because. If each character could be a plant, which plants would they be? Now this is a great question, so I want everybody to do the following. I need all of you to tweet at each of the other actors what kind of plant you think they are. And I want you not to say it's from me. I want you just to tweet at them, at whoever it is, Isaiah, Harry, Dom, whoever, what kind of plant they think you are, and say, you're a this plant. Just say it like that. You're a this plant, whatever it is. You're a eucalyptus. You're a ginkgo tree. Okay, say things like that. They're going to love that. Will Alec be giving Magnus some pretty flowers? Come on. Look, Alec is, although he's trying to be a romantic type, you know, in whatever version of that he can figure out, he's not. And he's never going to get it, you know? The charm from Alec does not come from his flowers that he brings. One day he would bring flowers like because he saw that was something he should do, and he brings flowers, and then it's like kind of not really delivered right, and he feels a little weird about it. He delivers the flowers, and they say, and then Magnus says, oh, these are really sweet. He goes, yeah, they're pretty sweet. I found them on the side of the road. Whatever, it was not a big deal, because he doesn't want to be like, he wants to be humble about it, but he doesn't know how. And then Magnus is like, okay, well, that's sweet. You found road flowers for me? He goes, no, I bought them. He says, why'd you lie? And then it becomes the whole thing, and it's like, well, flowers, here. Okay. And then 4 days later, they're dead. Wish you could repurpose those flowers, you know? Like, at a wedding, if you could have flowers and then give them to the next wedding. I think there's a service that does that. I think it's called Bloom Rent. When will Season 3 come out? And when will Jason and Claire get back together? I don't know anything about any of that. I honestly don't. I don't know anything about Season 3 or what's going on. Oh, let's see if this is somebody saying, Matt, get back to work. Oh, what's this? Whoopsie daisy. Oh, great, cool. Alright. It's an odd question. I think people are reading into things too much The show, especially Alec and Magnus, that's all about. That's all I love, baby. That's about learning a relationship. It's about learning what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody, and figuring things out for one person. The other one figuring out what it is to be in a new relationship where they feel something more, more substantial, more personal than maybe they have in a long time. It's about finding themselves after years of loss and years of losing themselves, and that's an interesting storyline. Because honestly, I think we all do that. It doesn't have to be 100 years. It can be 1 year. It can be 6 months. And then you sort of look back and you say, well, who was I? What was that? And that's interesting. Whereas, you know, for Alec, it's more, this is all new. What's happening? I don't know. It's new. And that's cool. How did I feel when I had to kill Jocelyn? That sucked. It did. It's not a nice feeling. Especially since Maxim was such a great person to work with. So, but them's the breaks of showbiz. Showbiz. Hola, Hilda Hernandez from Guadalajara, Mexico. Hi, Matt. What is it like to be an actor? If you can, there's another film you think you'd like to do in the future? I think that is, so a film I'd like to do in the future, yes, there's lots of films I'd like to do. And I'm hoping that this summer I can figure out something to get done, depending on, you know, what our work schedule is like. It's always fun to film, especially when you can really, like, you really have time to, like, get into to what you're doing. It's fun. Give us a big smile. Alright. That's easy. Okay. Alright. 2 a.m. in the Philippines. Go to sleep. Is it warm there? I know it is. Go to bed. I'm done here. I'm going to finish up. Okay. Alright. Can you tell us something about Sebastian? I can tell you lots of things about Sebastian. Sebastian is just a delight. You know? He's just a helpy helperton. He's a helpful guy. You know, he does a lot of good work for us. He helps us out, and we learn a lot about him over the course of the season. He learns a lot about us too. He sure does. Are you able to shoot apples off people's heads with a bow and arrow? Come on, I mean, of course. No, I don't do that. That's dangerous. I do not condone shooting apples off people's heads with a bow and arrow. You ever wonder if that's what those people did just because they were so damn bored? I imagine it wasn't actually boredom. I imagine that was more along the lines of a form of some kind of hideous torture to terrify someone. So in that area, maybe, I mean, they've turned it into like a show, you know, and magic, but I don't think it has probably the nicest roots. You know? Most likely? Yeah. Werewolf, we will play Werewolf again. And, yeah, I feel like there's other things I could be talking about right now. But I don't, you know, that's the thing with these live chats, if I don't have a main focus. I think I'm having allergies. Any of you have allergies? Allergies? Vibs. Alright, Vibs. So, I gotta go. And I'll see you next time. But I'm gonna be around all day posting ridiculous nonsense for you all to enjoy. And I'll be filming with the darling Will, Cat, and Dom. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.